So I want to share my strategy for farming energy activators in the first Descendant fast. In case you are new to the game, these energy activators allow you to increase the module capacity of your Descendants and weapons so you can equip all the necessary modules you need. Before farming, go to Access Info and then select the energy activator, then track all the progress you have for farming its materials by pressing U in your keyboard. The first material you need is the low carbon activator, and you can get this by spam farming the Vulgus outpost in Kingston named Fallen Theater. The elite monster in this outpost will drop the material needed to craft the energy activator, and while I would like to recommend Sharon on this mission, as she can go stealth and hack the console so you get more loot. But I know that some of you haven't farmed the Descendant yet and you will get enough of the low carbon activator anyway, so might as well use any Descendant that you own. Now there's a trick on outpost missions right now to get rid of the timer, and that is setting your game to private before going into the zone. Just simply go into the outpost after doing so, then destroy the consoles and kill the elite unit. After that, teleport to the farthest outpost in Kingston and teleport again to this outpost to travel back to the Vulgus outpost mission. This also applies to other zones, which can be applied not just to farming materials but also to amorphous materials and outpost missions and other open world areas. The next thing you need to farm are those conductive metallic foil, which are only available by opening encrypted vaults in the Vesper areas. Now, to save you time on looking for those vaults, I have included a link to a subreddit post which gives you the possible locations of these encrypted vaults. The link is on the video description below, and you can check it out after finishing this guide so you won't be running in circles looking for those vaults. Take note that they may spawn on these spots, and sometimes they may not, so it would take some time in looking through these areas and teleporting from outpost to outpost. Also, I highly recommend using Enzo as it makes the encrypted vaults easier to do and it gives you more of the material reward, but if you don't have the Descendant yet, then go stick with what you have at the moment. The next material is called the Heat Plasma Battery, and this can easily be farmed in the old mystery mission in Hygios hard mode. Once you are in the mission, skip all the mobs and go straight to the room wherein you will task to destroy 6 Kuiper Ores. In this area, you will encounter elite mobs, or those units with yellow names that will drop some Heat Plasma Battery. I strongly suggest running this in private since you don't need to finish the whole mission. If you are farming the materials, just go into this stage, then wait for the timer to run out and fail the mission. During this time, a couple of elite enemies will spawn that will drop the Heat Plasma Battery, and just farm until you have enough to craft an energy activator. The final material is called Polyatomic Ion Particle, and the best farm spot for this material is on the Fortress map in a battlefield mission called Command Relay. Now this mission will task you to kill a couple of enemies first before an elite unit will spawn. There will be 2 elite units that will spawn here, but I strongly recommend killing the first one that spawned, then aborting the mission and running it back. Just rinse and repeat the process to save up time until you collect enough materials. Now, this mission don't need to be in hard mode, and you can farm these materials in normal mode. The same goes for the encrypted vault material, and as well as the material you get from Kingston Outpost. The only mission I recommend in hard mode is the old mystery mission, as the normal version of this take more time to get into the stage wherein you can farm the Heat Plasma Battery. If you can't do hard mode though, then you should go to another mission named the Haven, which is still in Hygios, as this is much faster to do in normal mode. The location wherein you get the Heat Plasma is near compared to the old mystery mission. But if you can do the hard mode, then best do it as you can farm tons of the materials easily. Finally, the blueprint for the energy activator can be farmed in the normal infiltration mission in Magistar Lab located in Kingston. Just access the infiltration menu in Albion and farm the mission for the amorphous material. It would only take about 3 to 4 minutes to farm one, and while this is the fastest farm, it would take several run and Gravewalker Void Intercept before you can drop the energy activator. This is the mission wherein you will need to farm a lot of amorphous materials, as the drop rate of the blueprint is only 3%. Now, I also tried the gold version of amorphous materials with 6% drop rate, but the grind feels the same and the Magistar Lab is more accessible to all compared to grinding the hard mode. In my case, it took me 38 runs, killing the Gravewalker before I dropped the blueprint of the energy activator. It's really a hellish farm in my opinion, but this is the only option if you don't want to spend real money to purchase an energy activator in the shop. Anyway, you will only need to put an energy activator once into your Descendant or weapon, and the rest will be the crystallization catalyst, which is easier to farm in my opinion. If you also need a guide for that, then the link to that video is in the description below. So that's all about it. I hope this video helps, and for more farming tips and guides, please subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell so you will get updated on our latest uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our next video. Squad Leader, signing off.